I'm Janine. I'm actually from a small town called Daar. I went to study in Bloemfontein at the University of Technology. Um, and yes,
Brilliant. Janine, how old are you now?
I'm 24.
Wow. And where are you're in New York right now, is that correct?
Yes, New York, Manhattan.
Wow, that's a big change from Bloemfontein, hey? Was it quite a big mindset change when you first arrived there? Were you a bit overwhelmed?
Yes, definitely. This is the biggest city I've ever seen before, and lots of people. There's a very big diversity of people here, but definitely a good choice.
Really? Tell your Tell us a little bit about your internship position. Basically, just when did it start? When are you going to finish? What is your basic job description, and why did you choose to intern in the United States?
Well, I was working as a travel agent in Bloemfontein, and I decided I wanted to get some experience in the hospitality industry, and I thought an internship would be a great idea. I came here and I applied for an internship as a housekeeping manager. So at the moment, I'm a housekeeping manager. Basically, it's what you have to do is you're in charge of all the housekeepers.
Obviously,
Um,
at a hotel, right?
Yes,
Yes,
in the
sorry.
hotel.
Okay,
It's
yes,
the Grand Hyatt Hotel.
right.
It's next to the Grand Central Station in New York.
Wow.
It's a very big hotel. There's 1,306 rooms. So it's a very large hotel. At the moment we're seven managers, and five of us are interns. So basically, the job description is you get a certain amount of floors, mostly 4 floors a day, and you are in charge of all the rooms, all the housekeepers on the floor.
Sure. So the diversity of people that you're working with, there must be people from all over the world working at that hotel, right?
Yes, definitely. I've met people from all over the world.
Sure. And you obviously studied travel, and you decided with that you would like to go into the hospitality side of it. Did you try and find a job in South Africa, or did you just decide, well, getting this on your CV would be a better choice?
I thought that this would be great working at this big hotel in New York City. As I didn't have I don't have hospitality um,
Experience.
um, experience.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay. The if I may ask, how easy was it to deal with the OVC in Bloemfontein? Did you find us useful in terms of our knowledge? Was it an easy process, or how would you recommend people sort of apply for these positions?
Yes, definitely. It was very easy dealing with them. I went to them not knowing where I wanted to go or what I wanted to do. I organized a meeting with them, and they gave this opportunity to me.
Sure. And how long did you? I mean, after applying, how long did you wait for a placement to come through? And how did you find the whole interview process, Janine?
It took about 2 weeks, and then OVC Travel let me know that I have an interview with the Grand Hyatt if I was interested. Everything went very easy and very smoothly.
Is the Grand Hyatt's a five-star hotel? Is it?
Yes, it is.
Wow, that must be that's. I mean, I've heard of that name before. That is an incredible place to work. That must be amazing. Tell us a little bit more about the hotel in New York where you're employed. You've explained your duties basically. Was it what you were expecting in terms of your job spec, which the host company gave you? Were you at all disappointed with regards the job spec that you ended up doing? Were you perhaps quite impressed with it? How did you feel when you first got there?
Well, I was very impressed because at the moment, it's the biggest hotel in New York City. So when I first got there, I was amazed. It has the biggest lobby area. So
Right.
you can only, it gets very busy in the hotel. Lots of people, tourists from all over the world. On a daily basis, we are mostly fully booked. So there's a lot of feet coming in and out. We also have ballrooms. We do weddings. There's conferences held there, and I have the experience to be a part of all of it. It's great.
Fantastic. A little bit about the money side of it, and obviously being an intern, you're not going to become a millionaire overnight.
No.
Getting over to New York, it's an incredibly expensive city, as we all know. How do you make ends meet, if I may
Um,
ask?
well, as I'm an intern here, and we get paid minimum wage, but it's definitely enough to survive here because for accommodation is very expensive here as well. But they help you until you find something that you can afford. They give you accommodation at the hotel. Transportation wise, you earn enough money to survive around here. You get free meals a day at the hotel. So yes, I think you make enough.
So it's not a case of having to phone mom once a week and get a little bit of money sent through. You know, obviously when people think of internship, they think, oh, sure, but I'm going to be living almost in a cardboard box kind of thing. So the environment that you're given is definitely more than what you expected.
Yes, definitely, it is.
Sure. Okay. Would you recommend the program to someone else in South Africa that wants to obviously follow the footsteps of or follow the hospitality industry to get further in the hospitality industry? Do you feel that at the end of the day, this on your CV is going to make a big difference?
Yes, I definitely think so. Because the hotel is also very flexible. You can get experience in all the other areas of the hotel. They give you 2 months in housekeeping, 2 months in banqueting, 2 months front office. So I think this would be great to have a 1 year experience at such a big hotel, and you get experience in all the different areas, not just one.
Something I didn't ask earlier on with regards food. Does the hotel supply you with meals?
Yes, we have a cafeteria for all the employees. We have a very big employee base.
Yeah.
So there's a cafeteria for all of us. It is breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
So really, your only expenses are you have to pay for accommodation, correct, and you have to pay for transport.
Transport, yes.
Okay, and uniforms, was that supplied?
No, that wasn't supplied. I thought it was going to be supplied.
Okay.
But yes, you have to bring your own clothing.
Clothing. Obviously, were you not told about that initially? Was there some kind of misunderstanding?
I think it was a bit of a misunderstanding because in the pages that I received from the company Interacts, it said that most people are supplied with uniform.
Okay.
But not in my specific area, not in the house managers.
Okay. All right. Now, I imagine a house manager, you know, when you always see on TV, they're always running around with a black dress and these little frilly things on. So I was wondering how you would get hold of that.
No, you don't. No need for that.
Oh, cool, man. So what are your plans when you return back to South Africa, if you're going to return back to South Africa? And are there any options to further yourself where you are now and to perhaps prolong your stay?
Yes, definitely. Human resources have already talked to me about that because they say when you're in Hyatt for life.
Wow.
It's the group. Yes, so if I would like to stay in America, they will offer me transfers to other areas in America and they will sponsor my visa.
Sure. And is it something that you're considering, Janine?
Yes, definitely. I will definitely consider staying a year or so longer.
Fantastic. Hey? And getting back to the whole culture shock when you first arrived, you know, obviously, what was something that really stood out to you that was so different about New York in comparison to Bloemfontein? If you could take one thing and say, gee whiz, that's a mind-blowing experience.
Well, when I first got off the plane, it was already when you get here, it's a very big shock because it's so many people. I can't explain how many people you walk past. My dreams were confusing when I got here because of all the faces I see. The tall buildings, yes, it's just very big and very busy.
Have you had a chance to leave New York and travel around a little bit, to maybe go up to New Jersey or upstate somewhere?
Yes, I've been traveling around quite a lot in this area, not really out of New York. I've been to New Jersey and Brooklyn and those areas.
Yeah.
And because I only work 5 days a week and get 2 days off.
Are you safe in New York? You know, we always see all these movies and things. Is it safe there for a young lady? Depends where you go, of course.
At first, I was a bit terrified, especially using the transportation, because we also work PM shifts. So at first, I was very scared of waiting for the buses or the train to come. But as the transportation, I think it's very safe here. You should be careful though, but yes, very safe.
Fantastic, Janine.